Hi guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go over some quick Web 2.0 style, how to create some Web 2.0 glossy look in Photoshop. So we're going to go ahead and start by making our background color. So we're going to click that and make a let's make a gradient. It's pretty good. Let's kind of make it a little more subtle. That's good. Let's go ahead and make sure we have our rulers turned on. If you don't, press Command R. We're going to set our center mark because our document is 2,000 pixels wide. We're going to set it at 1,000. There we go. I've already set up some already preset guidelines. So what we want to do is we want to have our content area, our body area, where we're going to put our main information. And we're just going to go ahead and just create some stuff that helps us kind of see what we want to see a little bit more. So we're going to use our shapes tool, or a path tool, and we're going to draw a path that's going to work inside this. Alright. And from there we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill that one with a color as well. So we're going to select solid color. I'm going to select not quite white, but close. Alright, that's good. So we have this other guy down here. We're going to have a header type area, and then we have a navigation type area. We're going to build a glossy navigation type look area. So it's about 50 pixels tall, it's about a 150, and then drops down to 200. So we're going to go ahead and set another set of guidelines out at about 50 pixels outside of our container area, because we want our glossy nav to go out to that outside piece. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this up, and it's going to drag all the way out and follow those guidelines. So there we go, but we need to step back. We need to unclick this guy. Alright. Oh, try again. Third time's a charm. Alright. Let's go ahead and pick a color. So let's go ahead and do our gradient. I have some presets already set, so I'm going to use this red to dark red. Make sure my dark is on the top because I want a little bit of a highlight here on the bottom. Say OK. Now I'm going to go ahead and deselect that again. I'm going to use the shape tool. I'm going to draw my highlight layer above and outside of the already existing nav piece we're going to start creating on. OK, so we're going to add another one. We're going to go up to our gradient. We're going to set our I have a preset of white to transparent white, so you can go ahead and set that the way you need to set that. OK, now let's go ahead and reverse that. Bring that down just so it just barely starts to kiss the edge of that. And we're going to deselect and hold Alt and click there. So there's our gradient, our highlight layer. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to come in here. We're going to start affecting some more layers. So we're going to go zoom in. Alright. Now we want to make it look like it's actually going to go behind. So we're going to draw it so it has this angular look, like it's folding behind the piece. So use our pen tool. Make sure all our paths are deselected. Good. We're going to go ahead and just start out there in the corner. Hold Shift. Make sure we go underneath the white. That's good. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's set our gradient again to the same one we had done before. So the presets of red. Okay, I'm going to use those. I want the dark at the top and the light at the bottom, and drag that underneath this guy, the content body area. So it's hidden behind there. Okay, so now we're getting to a place where we're starting to get some stuff working. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a couple shadow layers to help this kind of look a little bit more like it's going behind it. So we're going to add a layer above this. We're going to use our brush tool. We're going to go ahead and just add some shadow there. I'm going to go ahead and use Alt. Block that in there. Set this to multiply. Go ahead and drop down the gradient or the opacity. That's pretty good right there. I could add another layer if I wanted to. Bring down the size a little bit and put it right along the edge. And apply that same way. And set to multiply and bring this down. Okay, now I want a little bit of a shadow here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a different way than I talked about in class before. So I'm going to make a new layer. Use a brush tool. I'm just going to kind of go along this line there, just like that. And apply it inside with the Option key. Okay, I'm going to set to multiply and bring down the opacity. Okay, I'm going to go up to Filter and blur this just a little bit. Okay, good. Now with this guy here, I'm going to move this guy up 1 pixel using my Move tool. Moved him up. Now I'm going to duplicate, bring below, and I use my Move tool to move that one down 1 pixel. Now I'm going to go ahead and adjust my gradient so that the lighter stuff is at the top, just like that. And we are done. We'll get the next video.